Now, if you're not afraid of something a little out of the ordinary,
vampires, werewolves, ghouls, ghosts, mummies that come back to life after 3,000 years, the magic moments of terror.
Oh hey, I'm about to show another film with a voodoo theme. And like I Eat Your Skin, there's no skin eating in this film, but it's chock full of skulls and snakes.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that part.
Meow.
Anyway, Sally the Zombie Cheerleader here, and what do you get when you have one group of strangers, one house precariously positioned atop a skull-shaped hill, snake skulls and voodoo?
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, I'm getting to it now. Welcome to Sally the Zombie Cheerleader's School of Horror and the House on Skull Mountain lesson. That's right, and this 1974 blaxploitation supernatural thriller film is chock full of great actors, a groovy 70s soundtrack, and a mod mansion interior to thrill anyone with a craving for 70s classic films. Greetings, fleshies, and welcome to Sally the Zombie Cheerleader's School of Horror. That's right, skulls are the reason for this cinematic show, along with voodoo, chants, snakes, and mystery. It's a fun film to watch, with loads of creepy moments and a few humorous elements. What am I talking about? Well, the house on Skull Mountain, of course.
Yay!
All right, class, all right, settle down, settle down. But before we take a deep dive into sacks of scary skulls, surly snaky serpents, that's a lot of S's, anyway, a robe-wrapped wraith, a cluster of curious cousins, a musty mansion mounted on a macabre mountain, and vibrant voodoo visions. Okay, I'll stop there. But before we get lost in specters, spells, serpents, and other sinister shenanigans... Hey, fine. Let's discuss today's objectives for the class. So grab your seats, fleshies and fiends, sharpen that number 2 pencil, and start taking notes.
Come in this dash. Send more paramedics.
Okay, what will the fleshies and monsters know by the end of class that they didn't know or didn't want to know before tuning in to Sally's show? Understand what's so scary about Skull Mountain.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night.
Wrong film! Explain why staying away from doors that open by themselves is a smart idea.
Will you handle this on security station deck 9?
Aye, sir.
Sensors are configured.
Now cut that out, that's still the wrong film! Understand the importance of taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Did you hear it? I think it's the elevator.
Well, I guess he should have looked before he leaped. Identify numerous reasons why you should stay away from House on Skull Mountain. The advantages of spending a week on Voodoo Island versus a week on Skull Mountain. Anyway, for materials, well, you just need me, Sally. And pay attention, there will be a test at the end of class. And the class assignment? Well, we'll get to that soon, but first a few Sally fun film facts about House on Skull Mountain. All right, we have a full class today, so I'll try to keep some of this brief. A scene pays homage to American illustrator Charles Allen Gilbert's All Is Vanity. This film was shot in Atlanta, Georgia, using the Callenwald Fine Arts Center as a setting, and it was once owned by the Tingler family. Hey, stop that! Well, okay, they are kind of similar. Anyway, the lighting effects used in this movie are basically the same lighting stock footage that has appeared in almost every film ever produced by Roger Corman. See? All right, settle down, class, settle down. Our class assignment is to watch the 1974 classic House on Skull Mountain. But before we start, let's go over a few vocabulary words and movie goofs. Bad guy, the villain in a story. Thomas Petillon, the voodoo priest who works on the group of long-lost cousins. Damballa, a powerful voodoo spirit once invoked to liberate Haiti by their descendant King Henry I of Haiti, and then used to harm Christophe's cousins. At least that's what they tell us in the movie. Voodoo spells, a ritual that invokes the spirits to do terrible things to various cousins. Love Has Gently Come This Morning, the moldy musical inspiration for a spirited day trip to downtown Atlanta. Honky, the rather unnecessary character used as one of the main characters in the film. Well, this is a blaxploitation film. Dr. Andrew could have been any number of talented actors from that genre. Sorry, Victor French. All right, class, all right. You have your vocabulary words. Now it's time for movie goofs. Movie goofs. This is the part where you should take notes. And we only have one movie goof, so pay attention. Yeah, that's just one movie goof. All right, class, all right, settle down. You have your vocabulary words and movie goofs checked off. Now, your class assignment is to watch the 1974 classic House on Skull Mountain.
I see dead people.
The House on Skull Mountain is a 1974 horror film directed by Ron Honthaner and written by Mildred Perez. After Pauline Christophe, the sole heir to the mansion on Skull Mountain, dies, 4 of her family members are called to hear her will. Upon arrival, each guest is stalked by a skeleton in a robe. The movie stars Mary J. Todd McKenzie as Pauline Christophe, Janie Michel as Lorena Christophe, Jean Durand as Thomas Petillon, Mike Evans as Philippe Willett, Ella Woods as Louette Petillon, and Victor French as Dr. Andrew Cunningham. Pauline Christophe dies in her home on Skull Mountain, and 2 days later, 4 of her relatives arrive for the funeral and the reading of the will. Philippe, Lorena, Dr. Cunningham, and Harriet Johnson. Pauline, as well as her butler Thomas and maid Louette, are avid practitioners of voodoo, and the funeral proceedings, and pretty much the entire movie, are plagued by various voodoo-related phenomena. Okay, class, we will apply what we learned later in class. And yes, there will be a test. Let's go to House on Skull Mountain. Hey, Skelly Cat, how do you get a house on a Skull Mountain anyway?
Meow, meow, meow.
Sanctimum Sionum Indorum te optivi Dominus quindela Christi. Amen. Ecce agnus Dei, ecce qui tollit peccata mundi, meum. sentantum et virgo et senabitur, anima mea, ecce soro viaticum corporis, aposte mei innuet, petucat, in vitum aeternum. Amen. Dominus vobiscum.
Father, you must help me.
Pauline.
Toma, bring me my letter case, please.
Yes.
Father, you keep these. Don't let anyone have them. Mail them for me, please.
Of course, Mrs. Christophe.
Thank you, Father. It will be much easier for her now.
Well, don't leave her, Thomas. I know the way out. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Pray for her.
I will.
The letters? She sent for them?
Yes.
What will happen?
They may not come.
But what if they do?
Then Pauline will die happy.
Black Prince, I curse you with my name. You shall be Blackula.
Blackula. The Black Avenger. Rising from his tomb to fill the night with horror. Blackula, Dracula's soul brother. Deadlier even than he.
You know, he is a strange dude.
You're the nut that ran in front of my cab. You're the only imbecile on this street. Boy.
Blackula.
Look at man, you found, he's got to be around here somewhere. Now listen, you take your hands off of me. I don't know you.
He thirsts for your blood. He hungers for your soul. Warm young bodies will feed his hunger. Hot, fresh blood will quench his awful thirst.
Make it a Bloody Mary. Are you, into the occult?
No!
How about the, heavy stuff?
What do you think of vampires?
Vampires? I think they're possibly the most fascinating of all.
More horrifying than Dracula. The Black Avenger, Blackula.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
I know. There are a lot of amazing actors in this film. And I know some fleshies consider this film too old-fashioned, but I like it. Anyway, Sally the Zombie Cheerleader here, and I hope you're enjoying House on Skull Mountain. And what a great opening! You can immediately tell this movie is about a house on a skull mountain because of the skull carved in the mountain and the house. And if you like the opening, check out the poster for the film. Actually, it's one of my favorite poster art illustrations. Oh, and I'm sure most of our seasoned fleshy fans will recognize the actor that played Philippe. That's right, Mike Evans. Mike was not only the co-creator and writer of Good Times, but he also starred in the show as the youngest son until 1975. He left the show due to pressures of writing episodes for Good Times. In fact, Michael was responsible for writing about 133 episodes in total, and that's amazing. Good Times, which first aired in 1974, was a spin-off of Norman Lear's, that was a big TV writer-producer in the 70s. Anyway, Good Times was a spin-off from the comedy hit Maude, which first aired in 1972, which in turn was a spin-off of the sitcom All in the Family, which first aired in 1971. Sadly, Michael Evans passed away at the age of 57 from throat cancer. Michael was a good actor and prolific writer, and it's a shame we lost him so soon. Oh, and Norman Lear, he's still alive today, celebrating his 100th birthday back in 2022 in July.
Meow, 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 meow.
And if you like Michael Evans and his character, you'll love his appearance in this film.
Meow, meow.
That's right. Anyway, let's get back to the film House on Skull Mountain.
Et quorum aquarumque corporo vixe paleon tavanimus. Vinculis delictra. Domine fidelium requiescum tum domino. Dactanum requiem aeternum dane Domine. Oremus. Domine fidelium requiescum tum domino. Benedicere. Veniare eque orgelum sanctum. Attente semper cum sanctis tuis sine fide. Letantur per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Veniare eque orgelum sanctum. Requiem aeternum danae Domine. Et lux perpetua luceat Dei. Et lux perpetua luceat Dei. Requiescat in pace. Amen. Anima eius et anima. Amen. Good morning. Miss,
Christophe. Lorena Christophe. I hope I'm not intruding.
Why would you say that?
Well, it seems so private.
Old people have few friends, Miss Christophe. In fact, we didn't even know they were relatives.
It's quite a surprise to me, too, Father. Well, I wish I'd known sooner. I hardly expected anything like this.
Well, many of the old families in this area have private burial grounds.
No, what I mean is I've never seen glass sprinkled on graves before. Is that a local custom, too?
More a local scandal. The glass is supposed to ward off evil spirits, keep them from stealing the soul of the departed. I hope you're not superstitious, Miss Christophe.
Of course not.
If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to call.
Thank you.
Welcome to Skull Mountain, Miss Christophe.
Thank you.
I am Thomas. You have luggage?
Yes, it's in the trunk.
May I have the keys, please?
Thomas, whose car is that?
It belongs to your cousin, Philippe Villette. He arrived a short while ago.
Thank you. I'd like to meet my cousin.
He's inside, miss.
How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, you just what we need right here.
Your sense of humor is about as funny as your driving. Cousin Philippe.
Cousin? Oh, so you one of the family.
Lorena Christophe.
Yeah, what's happening, Lorena?
A funeral. Our great-grandmother's funeral. And very nearly my own.
Oh, was that you? Oh, well, I'm very sorry, Lorena.
People like you ought to drive bumper cars in an amusement park.
See, you done got yourself all upset because you went to the funeral.
What a shame. You missed it.
Yeah, well, see, I don't go to no funerals, you understand, because I can't stand to see a woman cry. Especially when she's fine. And you is fine, Mama.
You act like this is all one great big joke. Your great-grandmother is out there dead, and there was no one even there to mourn her. What is the matter with you?
Hey, where you coming from, you understand? I mean, I never even met the old broad. You know, she ain't nothing to me.
Nothing to you?
No.
Then what are you doing here? Why did you even bother to come?
Why not? Ticket was free.
Thomas said we were cousins.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, she was my grandmother, you understand? I mean, but all I ever knew about her was her name. And that ain't nothing without a face to put it to. I mean, I never even saw her before.
Neither did I.
What's the matter? Louette.
I saw smoke and blood.
What are you talking about?
The grave, Pauline's grave. A raven flew over and dropped a wunga. And then the casket started to smoke. A wunga means somebody will die. It was meant for me, Toma.
A message from the grave, Louette?
I saw it. It was blood. That old woman had more power than we ever dreamed.
Pauline is dead, Louette. And the dead have no power. Only the living have power.
But I saw it.
Oh, perhaps. But there are guests in the house, and they must not be neglected. I've already taken the suitcases upstairs. Go show them up to their room.
How I look?
Excuse me.
Yes.
I'll show you to your rooms now.
Oh, we have a wake or something? I mean, how long we gotta wait?
For what?
Go read the will. I mean, you know, they always read the will right after the funeral. Oh, Louette, have you met Lorena?
Hello.
Oh, so what about it, Louette? When they gonna read the will?
Mr. Ledoux will be here tonight. He's a family lawyer.
Oh, look here, why you gonna make us climb all them stairs? You know, let's take her on an elevator, you know?
That's Miss Pauline's elevator.
Yeah, well, I don't think she's gonna say nothing.
Ain't been fixed since she took to her bed.
I hate a smart-ass witch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport. At this time, please extinguish all cigarettes and check to make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened.
Excuse me, Miss Johnson. I'm sorry to disturb you, but please fasten your seatbelt. We'll be landing shortly. Miss Johnson, are you all right? Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
skull-themed props in this film.
Wow, nice knockers. Yeah, nice knockers.
Stop that! Yes, the door had a skull knocker, and it was a knocker, not knockers. Anyway, bad mojo is afoot, feathers are burning, Philippe has road rage, evil spirits are roaming, and I think I saw a Jawa on the plane. And broken glass? Well, that's supposed to ward off evil. Well, we'll see.
Meow, 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 meow.
Hey, Sally the Zombie Cheerleader here, and I hope you're taking good notes. Now, we talked about Michael Evans, but he's not the only actor worth noting in this film. Now, voodoo dolls, huge snakes, lots of skulls, and black candles would only be simple embellishments if it weren't for the incredible performance of Haitian actor Jean Durand. He takes command and gives real life to rituals seen in this film. His whispered enchantments eerily echo throughout the mansion at night. And Jean's talented dancing and gesturing lend credibility to the film's plot. Janae Michel and Zerona Clayton are the likable good cousins. Now, Janae Michel has had numerous movie credits ranging from Scream Bakula Scream to Claws, a TV series that aired back in 2021. Zerona Clayton is known for Views and Visions and was the executive producer of the Trumpet Awards for over 20 years. Oh yeah, we better get back so we don't miss the will reading.
Meow.
May I help you, sir?
Hey, man, don't be doing that, you know? Sneaking up on somebody, knock you out. Hey, how you doing? You know something? You ain't half-assed, you know that? Yeah, you looking good. Hey, you dig this place, baby? Skull Mountain? What y'all do around here for kicks? Open a grave or something? You know, I figure a fine-looking young lady like you ought to get lonesome up here. Hey, let me tell you something. You know, a man likes to see smiling faces around his house. You dig? You think about what I said, you hear?
Hello.
Miss Johnson, this is your cousin, Mr. Philip Willett. Miss Harriet Johnson.
Yeah, what's happening, Harriet? Yeah. Also, you dig the scene?
Scene?
Yeah, the pad. House?
Oh, yes, it's
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
How is?
The funeral was this afternoon.
Hey, man, it's still going on, you know?
Oh, she's going to be with the Lord.
May I show you to your room now?
Yes, thank you.
Miss Pauline's attorney will be here shortly.
All right. Philippe, I'm going to freshen up, so I'll see you a little later.
Yeah, well, right on, yeah.
I'm Lorena Christophe.
I'm Harriet Johnson.
Well, I guess we're related.
I guess we are. My plane was a little late. I thought I'd go and freshen up a bit.
Thomas, why don't you put her here next to me?
I don't want nobody making a fuss over me or anything like that.
It's Miss Pauline's bedroom. It's been kept locked now.
Well, we'll have a chance to talk later, okay?
All right. You hurry down.
I shall. Oh, I'm sorry, am I late?
You're Miss Johnson?
Yes,
Please be seated.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Ledoux, Miss Pauline's attorney. Now, I take it that none of you have heard from Dr. Cunningham.
Who?
Dr. Andrew Cunningham.
Hey, who the hell is that? Hey, look here, man. How many people are there anyway?
Therefore, Miss Christophe, yourself, Miss Johnson, and Dr. Cunningham. At any rate, Miss Christophe left a letter to be read on the day of the burial.
Oh, man, don't nobody care about no letter, man. Read the will.
I'll read the letter. My dear children, I thank you for coming. You will not know each other, but I have known you. You are the Christophs. Yours is no common ancestry, but a proud and powerful line, rich in history, strong in spirit. And these things you should know. The Christophe legacy is a treasure beyond price, but it cannot be given. You must search for it. My enemies are defeated. Yours perhaps lie dormant. There are many dangers. You are a new beginning, and beginnings take time. It will not be in vain, for blood calls to blood, and will not be denied. Signed, Pauline Christophe. I will leave this letter for Dr. Cunningham, and if you would be kind enough to give it to him when he arrives, I would appreciate it.
Yes, of course, Mr. Ledoux.
You may notify me when Dr. Cunningham arrives, and I will come back and read the will.
Hey, no, wait a minute, man. No, I mean, how do we know the dude is gonna show up? I mean, you know that he could be dead, you know? I mean, we can't wait here forever.
What Philippe means, Mr. Ledoux, is that we all have jobs to get back to. I mean, we just can't stay here indefinitely.
I understand that, and I will return 1 week from tonight. And if Dr. Cunningham is not here, then I will proceed to read the will, and we will conclude the matter. Good night.
Good night.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Who is Dr. Cunningham?
He's the only smart one. He had better sense than to go tripping away to hell and back just 'cause some old broad sent him a letter and died.
The buffet is ready in the dining room.
Thomas, you've been with Pauline a long time. I'm sure you must know more about the Christophs than the Christophs.
I have spent more than 20 years in this house. This was Miss Pauline's favorite room. It contains the portraits of all of the Christophs. I know every face on this wall as if they were my own family.
Pauline sounded like she was very proud of them. Her ancestors, I mean.
She had reason to be. Henry Christophe was Miss Pauline's great-great-grandfather. He led his people out of slavery and founded a nation.
You hear that? Moses was a brother.
I would not joke, Mr. Philip. He was a great man. He was a king. King Henry I of Haiti.
I think I remember reading about him. Wasn't he the slave who led in the rebellion against France and then later became king?
Yes, Henry Christophe.
Why, that's incredible.
Well, tell us about it, Thomas.
Now, when the Loa Dambala possessed the slave...
Loa?
Spirit. When the Loa Dambala possessed the slave Henry Christophe, these beads were a sign to remind him of all that he owed Dambala when he became a king.
Oh, well, it seems to me that any spirit worth anything could do better than a string of beads, you know. I mean, how about a gold T-shirt?
Do not scoff, Mr. Philip. The Loa Dambala is a very powerful spirit.
Oh, come on, man. You don't really believe that.
Well, why not? 4 million other people do.
Believe in voodoo, that is.
Who are you?
Andrew Cunningham.
You're the doctor?
I'm a doctor.
Hey, man, well, somebody must have got their wires crossed, you know, because you ain't the right color.
The right color for what?
Well, I mean, we're supposed to be related, and you don't look related to me.
Well, you don't look related to me. So I guess we'll just have to take Pauline's word for it, won't we?
No, man, Pauline is dead. You know, we ain't got to take Pauline's word for nothing, you understand?
I'm Pauline Christophe, and this is Harriet Johnson.
Harriet? Marina?
And this is Philippe Willett.
Blood calls to blood. It looked like somebody didn't check out all the blood.
I'd say she checked out everything.
Did you know her?
No, I didn't. I wish I would have, though.
What kind of doctor are you?
Doctor of Anthropology.
Oh, you teach?
Yes, I do. University of Maine. Look, I'm sorry I'm late, but I drove down and I had trouble finding the house.
Are you hungry, Andrew?
Starved is a better word for it.
Good, so are we. Come on, Harriet.
Bernie Casey is Dr. Black.
You can't try that serum on a human.
A monster he could not control had taken over his very soul. A screaming demon rages inside, turning him into Mr. Hyde.
This is no nightmare, Doctor. You're real.
Super strong, supernatural, and super bad.
That's a cross between the abominable snowman and Willie the werewolf.
Indestructible. Nothing can stop him. Not bombs, bullets, or bulldozers. No man alive could take that dive. But he's on his feet when he hits the street. Dr. Black and Mr. Hyde. His victim thinks she's tricked him, but she hasn't a prayer when he leaps through the air. Shot full of lead and he still ain't dead.
In a moment, you look like me.
Dr. Black and Mr. Hyde. Don't give him no sass or he'll kick your ass. Jump back, Jack, for your skull is cracked. The barflies are trying, but their bodies keep flying. The dude stood tall till his butt hit the wall. When the boys go rushing, Mr. Hyde starts crushing. The crowd is hushing as the blood comes gushing.
Just stand there like rushing down that.
There's a heel behind the wheel when Hyde takes his ride. No man can survive when he shifts into drive. It ain't no jive trying to stay alive. Silky won't revive from his final nosedive.
Brother man, this situation is rapidly becoming insalubrious, meaning we're about to stomp a mud hole in your...
From the first burst to the last blast, it's Dr. Black and Mr. Hyde, starring Bernie Casey, Rosalind Cash, Stu Gillum, directed by William Blackula Crane. Dr. Black and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, hello there. I'm Count Gordon Duval, and doing my homework. Why do I have homework? I signed up for Sally the Zombie Cheerleader School of Horror. And she is quite the taskmaster. Find out for yourself at your own risk. Oh, come on, you're kidding.
Oh, if you see a door opening and closing on its own, it's probably possessed. Flee, Skelly Cat, flee.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
good will come from a door opening and closing on its own.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sally the Zombie Cheerleader here, and I hope you're enjoying House on Skull Mountain. So far, we have doors that like to move on their own. Stop that! Anyway, that doesn't count. A hooded stranger is freaking out the cousins, Thomas is terrifying Philippe, and apparently there's a honky in the woodpile. Well, the cousins come from a mighty descendant, but they face challenges now. And the movie is not really a horror movie. It's more like a supernatural thriller. It isn't bad, but it does live up to its PG rating. And that's today's PG rating, and not the 1974 PG. That was a lot scarier back then. The movie is about voodoo and evil, but it never really feels evil. It feels more like a creepy thriller mystery with voodoo. But if you're terrified by the sight of a snake or a skull, or a snake in a skull, this movie is for you.
Hey, Sally, we found someone who wants to play with you. Yeah, he's just dying to meet you.
Stop that! Anyway, let's get back to House on Skull Mountain.
I hope Mr. Ledoux never comes back. Somebody around here is a mighty fine cook. That food was just like manna from heaven.
Are you a cook, Harriet?
Cook, maid, housekeeper, you name it, I do it.
Hey, man, you the one I want to know about.
I had that feeling. Well, there really isn't much to tell, but go ahead and ask.
Well, tell me this, man. Who's the honky in the wood pile?
I don't know, Philippe. I was literally left on a doorstep, raised in an orphanage. I mean, that's why I'm here. For information, not inheritance.
Wait, that's just what we need to cheer things up.
Pauline really didn't say very much, did she?
Well, maybe she meant it that way.
What do you mean?
Well, if Pauline was really descended from Henry Christophe, she probably believed in voodoo.
Pauline was Catholic.
One doesn't exclude the other. In Haiti, for example, the Virgin Mary is just another aspect or a manifestation of the goddess Ursula, which is a voodoo goddess.
Hey, man, how you know so much about that?
Well, when I was in college, I did some research in voodoo. I was fascinated by it. I don't know why. Maybe the answer's somewhere in this house.
The generator is out again. You'd better keep some of these.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. Well, this might be a good time to go to bed. I gotta find a room up there yet.
Good idea. Yeah, we can always talk tomorrow.
Y'all gonna leave me here by myself?
Well, we are if you're staying here. Well, it doesn't look like we'll be needing these candles.
Philip, you should really come upstairs and go to bed. You've had quite a bit to drink tonight, haven't you?
Oh, well, that's all right, Harry. You know, I ain't had that much. You know.
Well, okay, good night.
Told you about that. Why don't you make some noise or something? Spooks. This place is full of spooks.
Hey, you know something, Thomas? You a spook, you know that? You and your old phony voodoo.
Hey, man, tell me something, you know, just between me and you on the quiet side. I mean, do you really believe all that voodoo stuff?
I have seen many strange things, Mr. Philip, in this house. Things beyond belief.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
You frightened
Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
me. Back off.
Oh, no, don't be like that.
Billy, please, please, go to bed.
Hey, look here, why don't you just knock it off, you know?
Why don't you knock it off, Philippe, and go to bed?
Hey, you think you are, nigga, the white knight? Get out of here.
You're drunk, Philippe. Go to bed.
Say, man.
Philippe, please. Thank you for the wine. That was very thoughtful.
All right, then.
Go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, man, the young lady says she's tired, you know?
Did you hear it? I think it's the elevator.
Something down there. I think you better stay here.
We're coming with you.
I heard a scream. Philippe is missing.
This elevator go all the way down to the cellar?
Yes. Show me where.
It's over there.
Thomas, you better call a doctor.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Look, Harriet, have Thomas notify the sheriff.
All right.
Let's go upstairs.
Blood is red. Voodoo is blue. Sugar is sweet. Revenge is sweeter.
I'm passing sentence.
Meet Sugar Hill.
No, please.
Not a place, but a brand new face.
My friends call me Sugar.
The foxiest,
Looking for anything special?
sexiest, deadliest chick in town. The mob took Sugar's man away. And now she's gonna make them pay.
I want them dead.
With a voodoo priestess called Mama Matrace.
I know what you can do, the power you possess.
How strong is your hate?
And Baron Samdi, too.
My particular special. A drink that I'm famous for. The zombie.
This is my domain, a kingdom of the dead.
And an army of undead behind her.
Each death has had something to do with voodoo ritual.
There's nothing that Sugar can't do.
Use it.
The mob has never seen anything like Sugar Hill and her zombie hitmen.
There was a house on Skull Mountain. There was a house on Skull Mountain. It slid into the ocean with all its occupants. But the voodoo person behind it did not repent. Well, my dear fiends, this is Bobby Gale Munster and my faithful companion and pal, Boris T. Buzzard, here for Sally the Zombie Cheerleader's house on Skull Mountain. And I promise you, no more singing from me. And until next time, keep screaming.
Hey, are we on? Wake up. Yep, I think the camera's going. Can you see it? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're supposed to be on hiatus or something like that, right? But we got a list in here of what Sally, the zombie cheerleader, is going to be playing on her show. Do you know who Sally is? Oh, she is like a teacher. She plays movies and tells you all about them. But it's not boring. It's actually pretty cool. Yes, she makes learning fun. So, her movies are going to be Death Dream, I Drink Your Blood, I Eat Your Skin, and House on Skull Mountain. Yeah, I know. I don't understand why anybody would want to drink your blood or eat your skin when there's plenty of Mountain Dew and Cheetos. Yeah, now, Skull Mountain sounds kind of cool. Would you like to go to Skull Mountain? All right, maybe we'll do that. Oh, you know what? I think this is all connected. I think you're having a death dream that you drank blood, ate skin, and it all took place on Skull Mountain. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. So anyway, check out Sally the Zombie Cheerleader, watch all her great movies, and if you get bored, you can come see us. Janko and Hal, Horror Gaming Theater. I don't know, it's on YouTube or something. Anyway, take it easy. Bye.
And now it's time for Sally's cool art, submitted by her faithful fleshy fans.
showed us how to get down to the basement. We found the body and we called you. That's about the size of it.
Look, we better start over. From the beginning this time, you all came down for the funeral, is that right?
Not really, Sheriff. You see, Mrs. Christophe sent me a letter asking me to come. And it wasn't until I got here that I found out she was dead.
Well, this dead cousin of yours, Philip, what's his name? Any of you come down with him?
No. I didn't even know I had no cousin, Sheriff.
What do you fit in, Dr. Cunningham?
It's like all the rest. I came at the request of Pauline Christophe.
Well, I understand that, but they's kin now. Why'd she want you?
She was my great-grandmother.
So none of you knew each other? Nobody knew she was dead till you all got here. Everybody knew the generator was out, so the elevator couldn't work. And nobody knows nothing.
It's about the size of it. House was quiet. There wasn't a sound before the scream.
Sheriff, Philippe had been drinking.
Much?
The bottle of wine was almost empty.
Well, that's a possibility, of course. Doc will do an autopsy. We can figure out how much liquor he had in him. Means you folks are going to have to stick around for a while.
Oh, what do you mean a while? I'm due back at the university.
Well, I reckon you're going to have to tell him you'll be delayed. I'm going to have to get the judge from Brunswick. He'll want an inquest, and I don't want you folks going home till we get this thing cleared up, you hear? I'll be in touch.
All right, thank you, Sheriff. Lorena, you all right?
I'm fine. Seems like we ought to be doing something.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but there's nothing we can do except get some rest. Harriet?
Here, come on, honey, let's go.
You okay? You didn't sleep, did you? Me either.
The sheriff upset me last night when he said we had to stay for an inquest. Why can't we just leave? Go home?
Lorena, we cannot just walk away from this.
That's not what I mean.
I know what you mean. Look, there is something else here, Lorena. There's something else here waiting for us in this house.
You're beginning to sound like Pauline's letter.
Look, Pauline brought us here for a reason, right?
Yes.
You think that reason is just to have company around the deathbed? No, she brought us here for something else. And if we walk away from here now, we're never going to find out what it is.
What difference would it make? What's so important about it?
Lorena, it's important to me.
Toma, why is the sheriff sending for the judge?
It's a formality. It doesn't mean anything.
It means trouble. Outsiders coming in always mean trouble. And Miss Pauline's kin, they're outsiders.
What are you trying to say, Louette?
I seen the way you were looking at Miss Lorena. Like she was something special. Just 'cause she's pretty don't make her different.
She's a Christophe.
So was Philippe.
They'll be needing you at the house, Louette.
Good morning.
Morning, Harriet.
Harriet, we're going to go to Atlanta. Why don't you come and go with us?
No, the two of you go. I'd rather stay here.
Are you sure?
Yes. You go and have fun.
You be sure and stay and rest, hmm?
You be sure and have fun, okay?
Okay. I'm going to go get my purse.
I'll get the car.
the sun begins to rise with you. The softness of your voice excites me. With every breath I take, I know you. And love has gently come this morning. My life was empty dreams before you passed my way. I knew that you and I would somehow meet one day. The world is so alive with you. Your heart and mine are locked forever. Your eyes politely spoke so clearly as love has gently come this
This was Abby. This was Abby. A woman loved and in love until that night when something evil came looking for a soul to possess.
I can't stop thinking about your husband.
That creep. Forget him. Was this Abby? Now the fun starts.
Grab her! Hold her! Hear me, demon. Leave this woman's body!
Abby. Rated R.
I'm the Count Cordival, and I'm going back to school. Yes, I've got to learn a little bit more about horror, and who's going to teach me? But Sally, the zombie cheerleader, she's got the school of horror, and you know, you got to go to the best to learn the real stuff. Right? Right. All right, fill in the form.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, poor Philippe. He should have stayed away from the swinging door. See, I told you nothing good would come from doors that swing on their own. Yeah, I know, and it's now self-evident that Thomas is creating challenges for the family members. Oh hey, Sally the zombie cheerleader here, and boy, that hooded creature is getting around. Hey, stop that! Well, I don't know. Maybe they are Jawas, who knows? Now you're just being silly. Anyway, what's up with the Atlanta road trip? Andrew and Lorena are getting friendly around the musical instruments, and Thomas is plotting his next evil deed.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Now, there must have been something in the air in 1974 because this and House of Seven Corpses were released. They are a couple of cinematic twins with the same theme of occultism and haunted estates. Both films climax with the undead rising from the grave.
Inside the House of Seven Corpses is buried the memory of madness.
No.
Paralyzed with fear, the visitors wait for the unknown.
This way, please.
From the shadows of the tomb, the dead are summoned to fulfill an ancient curse.
And speaking of undead, Sally, we'd like to bury you in the backyard so we can leave class early. Yeah, I want to get out of here now.
Stop that! You're not getting out anytime soon.
Meow, 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 meow. Again.
Anyway, let's get back to House on Skull Mountain.
Is she all right?
I don't know. Find Thomas. We've got to get her to a doctor right away.
Okay.
Oh, it's you. We have to get Miss Johnson to a hospital.
You better follow me over to the docks.
Sorry, man.
No.
So I finally pulled him over in the middle of a downpour, got in the back seat. She's already gone.
Does young lady know?
Yeah, Doc, she knows.
As far as I can tell now, it seems like a heart attack. Of course, I won't be sure until after the autopsy tomorrow.
When are y'all going to get to it, Doc?
Sometimes tomorrow.
Look, Sheriff, is there a hotel or a motel close by?
Oh, I'm afraid not, Dr. Cunningham. Closest thing would be 20 miles.
You look as if you could use a sedative, Miss Christophe.
Thank you, Doctor.
Excuse me.
As soon as I hear from the doc, I'll get in touch with you at the house.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Good night.
Marina, you all right? No, you're not all right. I'm going to take you to a hotel. You can spend the night there. I'll bring your luggage in the morning.
Why?
Harriet, Philippe.
You don't think that those were accidents, do you?
No, I don't. Marina, look at these. I found one of these in Philippe's hand last night and another one next to Harriet tonight.
I don't understand. You're trying to tell me that this is voodoo.
That is exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
I can't believe that.
These are voodoo. And that's just as real as Philippe and Harriet dying.
But why?
Wait a minute. You remember Pauline's letter? She said in that letter, what was it? My enemies are defeated, yours lie dormant. That's it. Our enemies are coming to life. And it's not because of anything that we've done. It's because we're Christophs.
Oh, my God. Then look, let's just get out of here. Let's just go.
Marina, I have to go back.
What do you mean you gotta go back?
Marina.
Do you realize?
Listen to me. I have to go back. I have to find out who I am. I mean, you know about yourself. I mean, you at least know who your parents were. You at least know what happened to them. You know what your name is. I don't even know what color I am.
Oh, baby, does that matter so much?
It's not the color, you know that. It's the knowing.
Okay. We go back. We go back.
the last man on Earth lives in a fortress.
What day is it anyway? Monday? The hell it is. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, I always dress for dinner.
Discovered check. How does that grab you, Caesar? The last man on Earth always carries an automatic weapon. The last man on Earth is hunting. Because the last man on Earth is not alone.
Right up against the wall, you mother. Don't turn, just stand. When I want you to turn, I'll turn you on or off, up or around, I'll turn you. Now cool it. Now put your hands out. Out. Way out. I'll show how I like to come crucify you, baby. You got any more questions, fathead?
My name's Robert.
Your name's Mud.
God, I forgot to keep the fuel up in the generator. They'll be into the garage.
Is this not the place where all the dead were burned? Get the switches! Monster! Find the switches! Get those lights off! He's gone!
Damn it, left and step on it. Step on it.
Yes, it is.
Meow, meow, meow.
No, yes, it is.
Meow.
You're wrong.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 and meow, 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 and meow, meow, meow.
It's because the movie had one of the first interracial kisses on film. Anyway, Sally the Zombie Cheerleader here, and I hope you are enjoying House on Skull Mountain. And yes, there will be a test after this show, so pay attention.
Not if we bury you first.
Hey, now that's been tried a few times, and I always return. Anyway, we are now down to 2 cousins, and I'm telling you, the swinging door is the key to the murder, or maybe it was touching the shrine, who knows? And the theme music, well, I'm getting a Man with a Golden Gun vibe. Now, obviously, we've seen something like this before, but not with a voodoo-themed plot. Now, this film, especially in the beginning scenes, has a definite House on Haunted Hill feel. I mean, it has skulls and skeletons, which, well...
Meow, 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 meow.
Anyway, let's get back to House on Skull Mountain.
Louette. Louette. Where is he? He's got Lorena. I can stop him, Louette.
Don't be so sure.
Where is he, damn it? Tell me.
I'll show you. But you gotta promise to take her away tonight.
Come on.
There's a door at the bottom.
Louette? Louette?
Yes, I'm Dolomite. I'm the one that killed Monday and whooped Tuesday and put Wednesday in the hospital. Called up Thursday to tell Friday not to bury Saturday on Sunday. I'm the one that had the elephants roosting in trees and all the ants wearing BVD. From the first to the last, I give them the blast so fast that their life is past before they has even hit the grass. See me, uptown, downtown, crowned and renowned. Delayed, relayed, mislaid, and parlayed. Hatched, matched, snatched, and scratched. Whack, jack, smack, crack, boot black, blackjack, racetrack, and flapjack, and still coming back. If you crave satisfaction, this is the place to find that action. Coming to this theater as this next attraction is the picture that will put you in traction. Dolomite, starring me, Rudy Ray Moore as Dolomite, and that bad D'Urville Martin as Willie Green. Dolomite, Dolomite.
Meow, 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 meow.
Well, all right, the movie is starting to get exciting.
Meow.
I know, we have dancing, and we have snakes, and we have dancing with snakes.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, hey, you're back. And we are beginning to see Thomas in his true form. And I've seen this somewhere before.
And now, at last, you'll witness the glory of his return.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so far Harriet is gone, Lorena has an out-of-body experience, Dr. Cunningham likes to watch, and Louette is a goner. Oh, and the voodoo is really hitting the fan. Damballa is doing its worst, and we are down to just 2 surviving cousins. The voodoo rituals are stunning, and Jean Durand pours his heart and soul into his character. It's amazing. Now, I'm not sure how the last 2 cousins will survive, but I'm sure something miraculous will happen, tying up all the loose ends to a nice conclusion. Who knows?
Meow, 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 meow.
And on that note, let's return to House on Skull Mountain.
obeys none but me. Lorena, wake up! You cannot wake her. She's mine. I have chosen her.
Harriet and Felipe killed them.
You surprise me, Dr. Cunningham. I didn't expect so much perception from one of your background. Education is indeed a wonderful thing, isn't it?
I find yours even more remarkable, Thomas.
Yes. Pauline instructed me well.
And yet you destroy her family.
The blood is thinner now, weak. Lorena will be spared.
Spared for what?
For generations. The Petions have lived in caution, obscurity. Our powers weakened, held in check by the Christophs. But now, to Lorena, the powers of the Christophe will be mine. A marriage of convenience, you might say.
What about me, Thomas? I don't think you'll find me as susceptible as the others.
Their ignorance was their destruction. But you, Dr. Cunningham, you have the capacity for knowledge. While Pauline Christophe was alive, you were protected. But now, your death will please me much. Awake, Lorena. Unveil your eyes. Awake, Lorena.
It's all right, Lorena, it's all right.
I would have you witness my triumph. wedo wele wedo we. A wedo wedo mala wedo. Arise, Pauline Christophe. Awake from your long sleep. I, Thomas Pétion, commanded, come to me, hear my voice and arise. Arise, Pauline Christophe, and come to me, hear my voice and arise. Pauline Christophe, I have summoned you to do my will. Look upon your descendant, the last of the Christophs. The girl is mine. I will not have you harm her. But the man, Pauline, your great-grandson, he is cursed. Touch him. Touch him, Pauline. Feel his warm flesh. I give him to you.
Pauline, listen to me. Pauline! Goddess Urseli, I call upon you, mother of all. Restore this creature's soul.
Pauline Christophe, you must obey me.
I call upon you, Urseli. And you, Dambala, father of all Christophs, protect us!
I, Thomas Pétion, by the power of Langlensu, commanded. You must obey me.
So, you really are Christophe. You know that now.
Well, I have to be sure.
What do you mean you have to be sure? What do you want? Bone with your mama's name inscribed on it?
No, it's the curse of the anthropologist. We have to see it. Well, I'm a man of leisure now. I've got money, so I can...
So you can what?
Well, I can explore this house. Study it. There's some questions I'd like some answers to, like, who Tama Perion was, and why.
I'd be afraid to find the answers. I'd even be afraid to ask the questions. I want to forget. I want to forget there ever was a Skull Mountain.
It's going to be very hard for you to do, because half of this place is yours and always will be. Just don't forget there's an Andrew Cunningham.
I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Andrew, don't stay here alone. I'll worry about you.
Stay with me?
I can't.
I understand.
Boy, I tell you what, you break one skull and everything goes away.
Yeah. Hey, Sally, you got a skull we could borrow? We have an idea. Yeah!
Would you stop that? That doesn't work on zombies. Anyway, I thought Pauline made a great zombie. She had the creepy zombie stares mastered, and she had bonus powers. And in my book, that makes for a cool zombie. Oh, and aside from being a cool zombie, she ends Thomas's tomfoolery, and Andrew and Lorena are safe again. Now, Lorena was the only smart fleshie in this film. When everything was over, Lorena's first thought was to get the hell off Skull Mountain. And all I could say is, good luck, Dr. Cunningham, in studying the mansion. So, takeaway lessons. If getting an inheritance involves spending a week at a creepy mansion, run now! Stop that! If you see a swaying door in the middle of the night, run away! If you see a rain-soaked mansion atop a skull-carved mountain, complete with clouds and thunder, if during the will reading you are told your family comes from a long line of powerful voodoo worshippers and your life is now going to be challenged, yep. You know, I'm beginning to sound like a broken record.
Well, you do look broken.
Hey! Anyway, and last but not least, if you think a house cleansed of evil spirits is safe to live in,
This house is clean.
good luck, Dr. Cunningham. Anyway, class is over and it's time for you to leave. Until next time, this is Sally the Zombie Cheerleader and her School of Horror. Bye! Oh, and don't forget to turn in your test papers before you leave.